Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday Life Dharma. My name is Carol. I have been attending this temple since May of 2022 through Zoom or YouTube because I live 4 hours away. I really appreciate the service the temple provides because otherwise I would not be able to connect at all. On Thursday mornings, I drive into my county library so I can do the Dharma Zoom in the morning. And there I'm known as Carol in the car. Today, our good friend from the Philadelphia Temple, Brian Adams, Won Duck, is going to share his Dharma talk, Am I Created by My Mind? Let us start our practice by reading the Truth of Il Won Song together on page 12. The Truth of Il Won Song. Il Won, one circle, is the original source of all things in the universe, the mind seal of all the Buddhas and sages, and the original nature of all sentient beings. The realm where there is no discrimination regarding great and small, being and non-being. The realm where there is no change amid arising and ceasing, coming and going. The realm where wholesome and unwholesome karmic consequences have ceased. The realm where language, names, and signs are utterly void. Through the light of the void and calm, numinous awareness, the discrimination regarding great and small, being and non-being appears. Whereupon the distinction between wholesome and unwholesome karmic consequences comes into being. Language, names, and signs also become obvious, so that the triple worlds in the 10 directions appear like a jewel in hand. Thus, the creative transformations of true voidness and marvelous existence freely conceal and reveal themselves through all things in the universe, throughout vast eons without beginning. This is the truth of Il Won Song. Now, please stand up and let's join in happy relaxation movements guided by Nick.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning to those at home. Let's start by putting our feet about shoulder width apart. Take a moment to let your arms relax by your side. Close your eyes and breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe in, gather any tension in your body, and breathe out, relaxing. One more time, breathe in. Just notice your body. Breathe out. This time, bring your arms up as you breathe in, and breathe out, pushing them down. One more time. Breathe in and out. Breathing in this time. Push out to the side. Hold your arms like you're pushing against two walls. And breathe out, releasing. This time, breathe in. Reach up towards the ceiling, looking between your hands. Reach as high as you can and breathe out, releasing. This time, bring your hands up in front of you so that your palms face each other. And breathe in, pushing one palm to the side, drawing the other back like you're drawing a bow. Your gaze on your thumb that's extended. Hold your breath, feel the tension in your arms, and breathe out. Back to center. To the other side. And release. One more time on each side. Feel the energy in your fingers and your arms. Back to center. This time, we're going to gather up our arms and form a ball. Feel like you're holding a beach ball sized energy ball, and gradually breathe in, dropping it down to about the size of a baseball. Move your arms to the side and reverse back to beach ball. Breathe in to the side and reverse. And you can start to make it into a flow with your breath. This time, gradually bring your arms down to rest by your side. As you breathe in, raise one arm up and bring the leg along with it, almost as if your knee is connected to your elbow with a string. Relax back down, breathing out. Breathing in and out. In and out. In, out. One more time on each side. And come to rest. Let's do a few circles to prepare our legs. So spin your ankles around. Reverse the direction. And the other side. Reverse. Now, hands on your knees. Let's rotate our circles, our circles, yes, of course. Our knees in a circle. And then reverse the direction. Hands on your hips. We'll rotate our hips in a circle, like you're drawing a circle with your upper body as a paintbrush. Try to keep your back straight. And reverse the direction. Next, hands on our shoulders. We're going to draw circles this time with our elbows, starting small and then gradually getting larger. And reverse the direction, again starting small and then gradually increasing. Come to a stop. Clasp your hands behind your back like this, and let your head come to a rest at your chest. As you breathe in, bring your head up in a circle. As you reach the back, breathe out. And when you reach the bottom, go back in the other direction. Gently come to rest again with your feet about shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath in and gather your palms. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. This time, breathe in and gather your palms at your chest. Please join us for 4 bows to Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. Please stand behind your mat so that you can use it as padding for your knees. And if we could all scoot forward just a couple of steps so that those in the back have some more space.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the infinite source of a marvelous existence. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents, ancestors, and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, embracing the truth of interconnectedness. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us to develop justice and freedom through Dharma and universal principles. The method of sitting meditation. Meditation is simple and easy. Anyone can practice it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position on a mat or bench or in a chair. Wiggle and stretch to release any tension in your body. Then gently rock back and forth until you are balanced and settled, like a peaceful mountain. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, release any tension or uneasiness. Relax and gently bring your focus to your lower abdomen. Allow yourself to settle in to belly breathing. As you breathe in, your lower belly will gently expand. When you release your breath, your lower belly gently shrinks. Our lower belly is the home of our whole body. It is the storehouse of our vital Qi energy. We call it the Tanjan, our Qi energy field. Take a moment to breathe deeply from your Danjan. Settle your mind and focus there. As you softly breathe in and release, gradually strengthen your lower back and open your chest and heart. You may notice your spine adjusting and straightening. As you feel strengthened and centered, align your ears with your shoulders and let your shoulders melt down away from your neck. Tuck your chin in slightly. Let your eyelids relax and gently drift downward to a place of ease. Enjoy the sensation of your arms and hands relaxing. Now, bring your awareness to your tongue. Place the tip of your tongue on the roof of your mouth, right behind your two front teeth. When your tongue rests there, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. This is a delightful sign of cool energy ascending. Smile at your calm and clear spirit. If your face and body begins to itch, simply observe the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you can change position very slowly and quietly so you maintain a calm stillness and honor the silent practice of those around you. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not play with them. As you exhale, let them float away like clouds, or invite them to settle down and meditate with you. Continue to bring your awareness back to your Danjan abiding breath. When your mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation. You will be free from the distinction between yourself and others and its limits of time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, deeply aware of our ever calm, ever alert spirit.
Yeongju Prayer Chant, page 4. 천지영기 아심정 만사여예 아심도 천지여와 동일체 아여 천지 동심정 영주 천지영기하심정 원사여외하심동 천지요아동일체하여 천지동심정 천지영기하심정 원사여외하심동 천지요아동일체하여 천지동심정 천지영기하심정 원사여외하심동 천지요아동일체하여 천지동심정 천지영기하심정 원사여외하심정 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 천지요아동일체하여 천지동심정.
December prayer. Please join your hearts together. Join your palms together. Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. 법신불 사은이시여. With gratitude, we welcome December as a month to reflect on the past year and restore our energy, preparing the ground for the promise of a new year. This December, may I declutter unnecessary attachments and create space for new possibilities. May I let go of lingering negative feelings and heavy thoughts from the past. May I let go of old baggage. Letting go of the past, may I honor joyful and inspirational moments with gratitude. In December, may I pause to slow down and reflect. During this time of year, with short days and long nights, may I become a lamp unto myself and others. May we share the courage to forgive and invoke hope for the future. In December, rather than focusing on what is lacking, may we focus on the abundance in our lives. May we shine the light of gratitude on many blessings. December may be cold outdoors, but it is a good month to be inside and celebrate the warmth of family and community. Some of us may enjoy fond memories of past holidays, or some of us may feel emotional distress for any number of reasons, such as the loss of beloved ones or global events this past year. Watching the cold gray sky as it covers the sun, which drops earlier each day, may we contemplate the cycle of life. The bare trees outside reminds us that it is okay to sigh. It is okay to let go. It is okay to rest. In December, may we appreciate loved ones who are busy preparing for holiday gatherings. When we feel busy and rushed in this season, may we simply pause. Simply pause. May we recognize the simple and stark beauty of December. May we spend time in quiet meditation. Like December trees going inward to conserve energy in their roots, may we welcome this season as a wonderful gift to nourish our own spiritual roots by resting in our true nature. This we pray. 원하옵니다. 원하옵니다. 간절히 원하옵니다. 내 손길 닿는 곳, 내 발길 머무는 곳, 내 음성 내리치는 곳, 내 마음 향하는 곳마다 우리 모두 다 함께, 우리 모두 다 함께 성불체중 인연이 되어지리라. I wish and pray sincerely and truly, when my hands touch the world, when my feet walk on earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together share true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings. Let us chant the Heart Sutra. Page 10. Today, let us use the drum beat and feel connected with our heartbeat as we chant this beautiful essential sutra together as a community. Sutra. The
Bodhisattva, great compassion when deeply practicing Prajnaparamita, realize that all five aggregates are empty and thus became free from all suffering and distress. Shariputra form does not differ from emptiness. Emptiness does not differ from form. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. The same is true of sensations, perceptions, impulses, and consciousness. O Shariputra, all dharmas are empty. They do not appear or disappear, are not tainted or pure, do not increase or decrease in emptiness. No form, no sensations, no perceptions, no impulses, no consciousness, no eyes, no ears, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no touch, no object of mind, no realm of eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, or mind consciousness, no ignorance, no extinction of ignorance, no old age and death, nor extinction of them, no suffering, no cause of suffering, no sensation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, with nothing to attain. The Bodhisattva relies on Prajnaparamita, therefore the mind has no hindrance. Without any hindrance, no fears exist. Free from delusion, one dwells in nirvana. All Buddhas of the past, present, and future rely on Prajnaparamita and attain supreme enlightenment. Therefore know that Prajnaparamita is the great mantra, is the great enlightening mantra, is the unsurpassed and unequaled mantra, which is able to eliminate all suffering. This is true, not false, so proclaim the Prajnaparamita mantra, which says, God, God, God beyond, far beyond, now awaken. Gate, gate, para, gate, para,
clear and calm, clear and calm. Be here now, be here now, clear and calm, clear and calm. Be here now, be here now, clear and calm, clear and calm. Be here now, be here now, clear and calm, clear and calm. Be here now, clear and calm. Be here now, be here now, clear and calm, clear and calm.
Hello, my name is Brian Adams. My Dharma name is Won Buddhist. I've been a member of the Philadelphia Temple for 6 years. I like to think of myself as a member of your temple as well. Over the years, I have been lucky to practice with many of your members during retreats at the Won Dharma Center. I visited your temple a few years ago to attend some services and to lend a hand landscaping your beautiful temple gardens. Reverend Qi Gong has been an important figure in my practice from the beginning, and I know I'm grateful to have an opportunity to share with you today. I just wanted to share some thoughts on a teaching from the scripture of the Founding Master. That teaching states, all things are created by the mind. This passage appears in chapter 2, verse 27. It is one of those passages where the Founding Master is answering questions from the congregation. A practitioner asks, if someone asks me what we teach and learn in our order, how should I reply? The Founding Master answers, Buddhism originally teaches one to awaken and know for oneself the principle of all things created by the mind. And you may answer that we teach and learn the same principle. This is a core Buddhist teaching. It is the main teaching that first inspired me to begin practicing many years ago. I remember clearly the first time I read, all things are created by the mind. My first response was, well, that's absolutely true. My second response was, wait a second. If all things are created by the mind, does that mean I am created by my mind? Through practice and mind study, I'm beginning to see firsthand how my mind creates my world and myself. And I am trying very hard to put this insight into practice in my daily life. As I am beginning to do so, I can see a path that will lead to freedom and self-power. So, how does my mind create my world and my own identity? Well, the only thing my mind does all day, every day, is come up with ideas. I come up with ideas every time I see something, smell something, taste something, hear something, feel something, or think something. Every sensory condition creates a sensation of some kind in me. That sensation can be pleasant or unpleasant or neutral, and it will trigger an emotional response. As my mind processes my emotional response to the sensory condition, it produces various ideas that shape my perception of the world. Now, I've owned quite a few dogs, and I've learned to train them over the years. I like to think I'm really good with dogs. But a few years ago, a dog bit me on the hand. It was a Vizsla, and it was owned by my brother's mother-in-law. I was visiting their home. I have no idea what happened. I'd already petted the dog a few times that day. The dog was just standing in front of me, and I casually reached out with my hand, and he just lunged forward and took a chunk out of it. There I am, feeling physical pain, shock, some anger, and a huge dose of embarrassment. So my mind begins doing its job to process and understand what just happened. It starts constructing ideas and notions to explain what happened and why I am feeling what I feel. It says, "That dog's crazy. That's a bad dog." And finally, "I hate that dog." Throughout my life, my mind creates these notions from everything I experience in every moment. It happens without me even being aware of what's going on. This is neither good nor bad. It's just how the mind organizes sensory conditions so we can navigate everyday life more effectively. The problem is that I tend to misunderstand the relationship between my mind and the sensory conditions I experience. If I look closely at how my mind works, I begin to see that the sensory conditions I engage with do not shape my experience. In fact, it is the other way around. The notions that arise in my mind in response to the sensory conditions are what actually create my experiences. I endow that situation or dog or person with qualities that allow me to blame them for how I feel. When I examine my reaction to the dog attack, I see that in the blink of an eye, I went through a bunch of emotions, then realized that I hated those emotions, to the notion that the dog is crazy and bad, and I end up with, "I hate that dog." But it didn't stop there. I ultimately came to the conclusion that all Vizslas are crazy and bad, and I don't like them much. Based on a single experience, I assigned some negative attributes to one dog, then generalized those attributes over an entire breed. Anytime I see a Vizsla to this day, I flash to the moment of that bite and I want to throw a rock at it. I do this kind of thing countless times a day with everything I encounter. This is how my mind creates my world, as I repeat this process with myriad of sensory conditions I experience every day. This is also how my mind creates me. When it really comes down to it, we tend to identify our personality or selfness through the collection of opinions, likes, and dislikes that we develop over the years, and especially from the stories we cobble together to explain that collection of attachments and discriminations that we call ourselves. As a practitioner, I know that the things around me are not inherently good or bad or pleasant or repulsive or better than this or worse than that. On a good day, I also know that I am not inherently good or bad or smart or stupid. These are just constructs of my mind. The people, places, and situations I encounter are empty of any inherent qualities or intrinsic values. I do not want to throw rocks at Vizslas because of those Vizslas. I want to do it because of my notions that were created in reaction to being bitten by that one Vizsla. The focus of my practice right now is to penetrate this truth and work with it. The truth that the world I grapple with every day is not the real world as it is, but a world I concoct based on my notions that spring from my arising mind, my delusions. The real world is empty of the constructs that I bring to life. I'm trying to internalize the fact that my notions tell me everything about the state of my mind, but nothing about the truth of the world. Nor do they tell me anything about the truth of my own nature. In those brief moments when I clearly see this truth, the world flips around and I get a glimpse of precisely how to remove suffering and how to amplify grace. If I use my mind well the next time I engage with a Vislao or a person I dislike, I can completely change our relationship at will. In the moment I meet this person, I can simply see this person as they truly are, untainted by any attachment to my previous perceptions. I can allow them the freedom to be whomever they might be right here, right now. If I use my mind well in this way, I may see that this person has good qualities in this moment, regardless of what I may have experienced with them in the past. I may awaken to the fact that this person is loved by friends and family. I may awaken to the fact that this person truly deserves that love, and I may awaken to the fact that this person deserves my love, right here, right now. In this frame of mind, I can always do whatever is needed in every moment and create appropriate Buddha offerings in every situation. This applies to how I deal with myself as well. I tend to use my notions about myself to build a fixed Brian that I think is me. But of course, this is a lie. My idea of who I am is always changing. From the moment I was born until now, my mind has created millions of versions of me from millions of sensory conditions. But none of those Brians have been consistent over time, and my mind manifests new Brians every moment. And this is the power of my mind practice. It proves to me that what I commonly think of me simply does not exist. It also proves that my mind has the power to choose the next million versions of me. Once I recognize that my mind has that power, I can take control of my mind in the moment and choose the way I speak and act in every situation. Once I have the power to control the way I think and speak and act in every situation, I have the absolute freedom to be the Brian I need to be every moment, whether at rest or in action. I have the freedom to be the Brian that will respond with appropriate Buddha offerings at all times, no matter what the sensory conditions may be. In short, if I live in the truth that my mind creates all things, I can awaken to the truth that nothing I have ever been in the past can prevent me from using my mind well right here, right now. And nothing that I ever done in the past can prevent me from using my mind well right here, right now. And most importantly, nothing that has ever happened to me in the past can prevent me from using my mind well right here, right now. The Master said, just as the eye cannot see itself and the mirror cannot reflect itself, so too sentient beings are bound by a sign of self and, unable to see their own faults, only see others' faults. A practitioner observes oneself by transcending both self and others. Hence, he or she understands correctly the faults of both oneself and others. Thank you for listening.
Brian, thank you so much for that deeply insightful talk. From the incidents with one dog, you gave us an amazing tour of the power of the mind and the choices we have and why we practice. There were lots of, oh my, at the end of your talk in this room. Friends at home, this is a chance to share your reflections about Brian's talk in the live chat. Friends here in the Dharma Hall, please pair up in groups of 2 and 3 and share your own reflections with each other.
When you are chanting with this light on, you need to make sure it's not dilated into your voice at all. Sometimes the from the heart needs to sounds like you just this will
Would you mind just putting it on your shirt?
sure. Just pop it. Thank you all for your delightful, enlightening conversation. After deep Dharma listening, we contemplate and then share your thoughts, listen to your friends' thoughts. That's all wonderful journey of expanding our insight and deepening our wisdom. Brian picked a passage from our scripture book and chapter 2 doctrine. And many friends in our temple also picked one passage and with long contemplation shared wonderful, insightful Dharma talks. Who enjoyed all the talks this year? Raise your hand. Who gave talks? Who had a chance to give talks? Raise your hand. Okay, who wants to have the opportunity to give a talk next year? Raise your hand. Wonderful, wonderful. The next chapter will be chapter 3, practice. Your favorite chapter. And this chapter, practice, is all about practical tools for our practice, including the threefold practice. to cultivate our three great powers. You don't have to be so, articulating and wise like Brian. Whatever you experience, whatever your contemplation on your journey with your own pace, for 5 minutes or 7 minutes, just write out and share. That is a huge contribution and inspiration for one another to grow and also to go one step closer towards our true realization and enlightenment. So let go of your self-consciousness, be brave, and I'll be right next to you if you want to take this step. And it is quite enlightening journey. And we have many other special events. Just I want to share one quick announcement. It's called New Year, New Mind, Young Adult Retreat. We recently came up with this retreat program for January 13th, Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. until 6 p.m. One of the favorite feature of many people I heard is kimbap making, cooking class and eating together after many forms of wonderful meditation and setting the intention for the new year. Raise your hand if you think you are young adults, please. Wonderful. You can all come here. Welcome all those new friends here in person and online, and welcome back all those friends who are here again. And this December will be really wonderful with our practice of many wonderful programs, which will be introduced by Holly.
Thank you for practicing with us today. My name is Holly, and it was very powerful for me to sit here with you and share in the practice. We have some announcements. This afternoon at 4 p.m., our sister temple in Raleigh is inviting you to join in a peaceful community meditation gathering. Please join if you are able. It is a beautiful way to end the day and begin a new week. If you are new to our temple community and would like to join the listserv, there are sign-up cards in the foyer. You can send these in or you can email. If you'd like to establish Dharma affinity with us, and if you'd like to support our stream team, we strongly recommend that you subscribe to our temple's YouTube channel. Please use the QR code on the porch with your phone. Welcome to Sound Healing on December 20th and our Winter Solstice Retreat on December 21st. The Turtle Dharma chart class is now approaching. You can register by December 27th. It's a 10-week course from January 10th to March 13th. I've taken this course and it was a deep dive into our scriptures and very beneficial to learn more about Won Buddhism. We are grateful for your kind awareness that our temple continues to do our spiritual work through your generous support. The offering table is in our foyer. Also, please consider becoming a temple sustainer if you are not yet. Thank you for those friends who have already signed up and give your kind donations. Our Kionems and community extend their best wishes to everyone traveling this week to arrive and depart from their destinations safely and happily. Now, let us bless each other with our morning prayer song on page 13.
gratitude, let us bow to our friends who joined us through cyberspace. How many friends were together with us today, Lars? 42. 42 friends. Wave hands through our little cute camera. And bow and big smile to your friends right next to you. Thank you. うん。